Welcome back, Retro Gang. Today we go in-depth on everything within the Lifepaths trailer shown during Night City Wire Episode 2. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for updates on everything. I'm most active there. And if you like this style of content, do me a solid. Hit that like button for the Y tag. Alright, you ready? Strap in, boys. Let's ride. Getting right into it, gang. At 20 seconds in, we start off with the street kid life path, getting our first look at Father Sebastian, aka Padre. He's a high-level fixer in Haywood, as well as a dedicated long-time member of the Valentinos gang. V is doing some kind of deal with him on a basketball court on Los Lobos Street. Behind are some ads for Nicola, a popular soft drink brand, and Nilfgaard, which may be a braindance experience ad or a product. Either way, it's definitely a nod to the Nilfgaardian Empire, the invading nation from the Witcher series. On the wall in the next scene is a mural of David Marino. It translates to he defended his little sister from a motherfucking corpo who wanted her to be his bitch. It's unclear who David Marino is or if this mural speaks specifically of him or is a generalization of the Valentino ideals toward corporate capitalization. Either way, it's pretty freaking dope if you ask me. Zooming out, we get a better look at this area that's most likely within the Glen or Wellspring sub-districts of Haywood. Vista del Rey is primarily 6th Street territory and won't have heavy Valentinos representation. At 29 seconds in, we're in the El Coyote Coho bar with the bartender Pepe. He's also a part of the Valentinos gang, donning gold accented knuckles and jewelry, as well as tattoos that are Valentino trademark. Behind him is the Valentinos logo, as well as this Reaper depiction that we see a few more times during the street kid portion of this trailer. Next is more Valentinos in an alley, gold jewelry and tattoos. The most prominent one is this back piece that's almost definitely a recreation of Jesus Christ and his crown of thorns. There's also a gold machete on this ganger's side that we haven't seen before. At 32 seconds in, we're with Padre again, having a very Dexter Deshawn-like ride. He gives V his nicely designed cross and roses style card. It says Father Sebastian. I also want to point out the hot surface warning label on the floor. Is it the lights? I don't think so because those are most likely LEDs. I just thought it was kind of funny and weird that it's hot there. Next is the Reaper depiction I mentioned before. Beneath it reads NCPD Hijos de Puta. That translates to NCPD motherfuckers. There's also a Soy el Machistador ad on the roadside. At 38 seconds in are old shots of Haywood from the gig trailer. I did an almost 17-minute in-depth analysis of all the old footage shown here. You can find the video link in the top comment below. Next is Officer Stintz, a character who is regarded by most of the community as a nod to Gontor or Dim from The Witcher 3. Not only because of their striking similarities, but also how Officer Stint was first introduced, walking out of a whitish smoke or mist. At 41 seconds in, V pulls out his Kang Tao pistol while in the car with Jackie. Then more shots from the gig trailer. In the next scene, V wakes up in an alley from his encounter with the NCPD, correcting his busted nose. Then our first look at street races in Cyberpunk 2077. In this race is a Quadra Type R, a Valafort Alvarado, a Thornton truck, a Mizutani, a Quadra Type 66, and a metallic vehicle that hasn't been shown or identified before. At 55 seconds in, it looks like V, while riding with Padre, has been cut off by the 6th Street ganger that walks over to tell them, and I quote, "Get the fuck out of Vista," referring to Vista del Rey, a 6th Street gang territory. Next is a short clip of the Animals gang leader Sasquatch updated to 2020. Better lighting and visuals overall. V is once again in the El Coyote Coho bar with this unknown Valentino ganger, buying what I think is the first weapon we purchased in the game as a street kid, the Kang Tao pistol. Note the tattoo on his left shoulder. At 1 minute and 2 seconds in is female V knocking on Dexter's door at the No Tell Motel from the 2019 cinematic trailer. Dexter's bodyguard's look has been updated. Next we move into Lizzie's bar with Evelyn Parker, followed by the old twin fighting scene, then a continuation of the gig trailer scene with another Haywood fixer, Kirk Sawyer. After more footage from the gig trailer, we get a better look at the outside of the afterlife. In the parking lot is a few cars we've seen before, as well as that unidentified metallic car from the street race scene earlier. In the corner is a hologram map that we know is used for fast travel throughout Night City and the Badlands, similar to the signpost in The Witcher 3. V moves into the afterlife in the next few scenes, then a badass close-up shot of this chromed out chick at the end of the bar. The guy sitting next to her may be a part of the Valentinos gang. He has the same tattoo on his shoulder as the unknown gun salesman from the El Coyote Coho bar, as well as the gold jewelry. The street kid life path ends with V and Jackie cheering to Night City. Taking no breaks, we move straight into the Nomad life path, driving down the highway in a modified Thornton wagon into a Nomad family meetup. I have to add that the visuals on that fire look sick. The scene zooms out to reveal the skyscrapers and light pollution from Night City in the background, as the scene continues, a rocket takes off for low Earth orbit, presumably owned by Orbital Air, a passenger and cargo space transport company. At 1 minute and 34 seconds in is a nomad town in the day. A Wicked Tires Auto Shop sign hangs atop one of the trailers. Water or fuel silos as well as a communication tower sit on top of the hill in the background. The next scene is what may be the Aldecado version of the Quadra Type 66. The Wraiths version of the same car was teased several months ago. I gotta say it, the Nomads seem to have the most badass looking cars around. The next scene gives us another view of the Nomad town, this time from atop the communication tower. V's using a Nakota handheld. Nakota is a weapons manufacturer, but like most of the large companies in Night City, they specialize in several other products. V may be trying to contact Jackie here. At 1 minute and 44 seconds in, Nomad V wipes the dirty mirror in a scene we saw during Night City Wire episode 1. He rips off a backer's patch, which may have been his disbanded Nomad family, and the reason he's headed to Night City. Then a wide shot of the border wall to North California into Night City. In the air is a defensive AV drone, the same model owned by Trauma Team that chased after V and Jackie near the end of the gig trailer. All of the cars are lined up on the nothing to declare side of the road. We see the sheriff from the gig trailer again, then we ride with an unknown friend or love interest. She's wearing a Yaiba biker jacket. Yaiba are the manufacturers of the popular Kusanagi motorcycle. We also have known for a while but now have solid confirmation that Nomad V is a part of the Aldecados group of nomad clans. At 1 minute 58 seconds in, the family rests near a wind farm. Tankers, that same model Quadra, and a variety of bikes are parked up for the evening. Then we move into a scene of some nomad techies working on a large unknown vehicle. It's unclear if this is a combat or transport vehicle. If anyone knows what this is, don't be shy to let everyone know in the comments below. We continue our drive with our mysterious lady down the road at almost 50 miles per hour. There's an I Love Night City sticker on the dash. To our right we pass a rest stop that we will be able to fast travel to and from in the game. Over to the left is a Bucka Slice pizza stand. V and his lady might have stopped at that same rest stop for a few brosifs. There are many posters and ads that we've seen before in the background. At 2 minutes and 7 seconds in is a nomad dude with a crazy haircut and his buddy about to race across the Badlands. Again, nomads have the most badass looking rides. Then V meets up with Jackie and brings his pet iguana along. This is one of the most surprising scenes for me. Before this trailer I had no idea we would be getting pets. I hope this is confirmation. We then get a little snip of that Badlands race with more skyscrapers in the background. Then V shooting it out with some Militech security. That Malorian Arm 6 shooter is putting in work. This more protective version of the Militech agents may be Badlands exclusive, as we haven't seen this within Night City before. It would make sense because the Badlands is known for its greater potential for danger. Again, taking no breaks to ask for likes, we move straight into the Corporal Lifepath. Zooming into the Arasaka building, the next scene showcases some of the Corporal neo-militarism style. At 2 minutes and 36 seconds in, we move into the lobby of the Arasaka building. A few traditional Japanese bonsai trees decorate the main floor, with a huge screen showing some significant Japanese propaganda news up above. The next scene is a corporal woman arguing with a colleague about their mutual collusion outside of the conference room. Then our first in-game scene of Corporal V's asshole boss, Arthur Jenkins. Next is the Corporal Thorpe scene from the gig trailer, but it lingers a bit longer for us to see the bottle of pills on the counter. We know that Corporal V was ordered by his boss to kill Susan Abernathy, so was V trying to off himself because of all this? Susan is the director of special operations, has a Trauma Team Platinum membership, and is even given 4 bodyguards with 24-hour security. That's definitely what it looks like to me. After is a few more shots from the gig trailer. Then Jackie and V in Lizzie's bar. Then some shots of the Arasaka counterintelligence information room, which zooms out to a poorly lit Arasaka conference room. At the head of the table is a cybered up Biku monk. This monk has become a topic of discussion because of his departure from the traditional ways of his brethren. He's either an Arasaka employee of significance or discussing something important with the higher ups. At 3 minutes and 8 seconds in, we get our very first in-game look at the prodigal son and head of Arasaka's rebel faction, Yorinobu Arasaka, who looks quite good despite being 82 years old. Then more scenes from the gig trailer into some corporal rats with a more low-profile approach to cyber modifications. At 3 minutes and 13 seconds in is who I think, and this is purely speculation, is either Hanako or Michiko Arasaka, Yorinobu's little sister or niece respectively. Then a graphic of arguably the most powerful man in the world, Saburo Arasaka. While this isn't in-game footage, it is most likely the closest to how he will look in Cyberpunk 2077. For everything on the Arasaka Arasakas, why Yorinobu looks so young, as well as how he became head of a faction of the Arasaka Corporation, check out the video in the top comment. The trailer ends with a flip view of the same conference room and the info room in the background, followed by some old scenes from the gig trailer. I will be posting an in-depth analysis on the weapons trailer as well in the coming days, so consider subscribing for that. And again, if you enjoy this style of content, hit that like button for the Y tag and to let me know to do more of this for you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching.